Son sold his house in December, and he sold with Tim. And when we made the decision that it was time for us to go down there and spend more time with the kids and grandkids, I called Pat, I got Tim's contact information, and he was here in 2 days. First of all, Tim is really engaged. I didn't get the feeling with Tim that this was a transactional process for him. He really had good resources to tap into, really good contacts, and his personal involvement was impressive. My experience with realtors is that they list high and it doesn't sell, and 2 weeks later they cut, and 2 weeks later they cut. Something we didn't want to do in this property, but the number he came in with was, I felt, aggressive. And I was okay with that because he was able to show us that the number had validity. I mean, he had really good lake comps in the area. My initial concern was, how much work do we have to do to the house to get it ready? I didn't have any contacts. Like, who's gonna do that? Who's gonna do that? And given the labor market today, you can't find people. Tim knew carpenter, Tim knew painter, Tim knew this guy, and within 3 days, they were on site doing what we needed to do. And a week after that, the house is ready to list. For the seventh house we've sold and the most expensive house we've ever sold, probably the smoothest process. And I think part of that is back to Tim's experience, Tim's knowledge of the marketplace, especially lake homes in this market, and his marketing. I mean, Tim's marketing is just outstanding. The videos he did, quite frankly, was emotional when we saw it, because he just captured the lifestyle of living on a lake. If you've not lived on a lake before, it's kind of romantic in nature, but it is a completely different lifestyle than living anywhere else. I think family drives him. I think what he's doing is for his family, to have a better family life and a lake lifestyle for them, and that comes through in the interaction with him. He's probably the most real human I've worked with as a realtor. And I think there's some specific elements around lake properties that if you're not in that game, you can miss. And so that first meeting, when he came in, armed with that information, it convinced me that not only does he get how to sell my house on a lake, he lives on a lake. He explained his concept of the lifestyle video. We kicked ideas around, and this is where he started to go down that creative marketing path that he has. And I'm sitting listening to him going, this is the right guy. This is the guy I need to use. What matters is you have a realtor that understands you, understands what you're trying to do, when you're trying to do it, and is going to get you the number you want with the least hassle. And Tim does that through his marketing and his work ethic and his commitment to getting this thing done.